Hello, it's Richard from Richard's Guitars, and I've just been doing my first video. It's my first video on my new channel, and the reason why I'm doing a new channel, not because I'm become a keyboard specialist. I'm not becoming a keyboard specialist. It's because I've, as you probably know, I've been suffering with a anxiety, which here you go, let me just try and I'll try and stay still. I suffer with anxiety, and it's a lifelong thing I've had, and it's something I want to talk about, and I've set up a channel to talk about it so that I don't have to bore you to death with it. And so it's called Anxiety and Me, and I'll put a link below. So if you do have any interest in that kind of behind the scenes part of my life, the non-guitar relevant section of my life, then please do subscribe. I really think I have a lot that I can give back, and a lot I can maybe help people with who are suffering with anxiety, who may have children who are suffering with anxiety. I talk about it on the other channel, and I'm not going to keep talking about it on here, because what I'm hoping is by introducing this channel, I can also get on with the stuff that I love doing, which is to talk about guitars. And now that brings me to a really exciting thing about guitars, which connects the two. This whole kind of anxiety that I've been suffering. We know that COVID has affected many people in so many ways, and it's affected my children, it's affected myself, all in different ways, and it's affected other people that I know and around, and so mental health and really is such, it's never been more an important subject to sort of talk about and to express freely without feeling. I've never felt ashamed of talking about anxiety, but some people do, and some people feel it's a sign of weakness. But I think actually it's a strong, maybe it's a sign of strength to be able to talk about it and to share your feelings. It doesn't make you a weak person to have feelings. Feelings are incredibly important, aren't they? So during prior to me having this quite strong bout, should we call, of anxiety over the last 12 months, which has restricted my videos, as you'll see. You know, I haven't been presenting videos. And the reason why I've not been presenting those videos is because I always want to be true and honest, and that every single product I talk about is with total sincerity, and every moment you see is a true moment. It's a moment that I want to share and I want to talk to you. And if I have things that are in my life that I'm suffering with, I can't pretend to be excited about something that I'm currently more overwhelmed with another feeling than I am this feeling with this guitar. And quite frankly, right now, I'm not really interested in talking about this guitar. I always think when you see a newsreader, or even a comedian on TV, or anyone that you see on week by week, or day by day, radio presenters, it's extraordinary how all these people have lives that are going on behind the scenes, which they have to carefully mask. You know, you don't know, you only know their persona. You only know what they're trying to present you. And you think you know them, but you're actually just watching a performance, and you don't know them at all. So I'm not a performer. I'm not considering what I'm doing a performance. I'm considering it an outlet of which I thoroughly enjoy. I love to bits. And so by having this new channel, I'm hoping this is, you know, if I'm feeling this way, I can have that outlet on the other channel, and then be in the moment and be in the now, and not thinking about the future and the past. I'm present enough to actually now enjoy the process of bringing you a video about guitars. So I really want to be able to detach these things and get on with enjoying these videos. One of the things that I created, and this is something that's really important, this is the guitar link. This is the bit where we get guitar reference. The lighting, I mean, is really bad. I'm sorry. I'll change this. I won't be in this position next time, because I can see it's very yellowy. And this is although this is a cedar top guitar, we're not in natural light, so it really isn't I'm actually a bit, oh dear, don't like the colouring. Anyway, we'll make do. This is a guitar made by Dowina, that I had designed, and it was all about, I wanted something that was basically like a physical manifestation or a physical entity, that a symbolic physical thing that represented the importance of being present. There's concepts like mindfulness that are involved in that, and being able to live in the moment without the fear of the future and the sort of dwelling on the past. And this guitar basically is it. So it also encapsulates some kind of, there are sort of, I hate using the phrase Buddhism because you just think it's some kind of religion. If you're not into or reading about it, you might suddenly think I'm like I'm not, there's anything wrong with being religious, but I'm not a religious person. I would say but Buddhism is more of a case of like a way of living, a really healthy mindset about not needing and not being desperate for things in the future, not striving for things that aren't there. Just being is actually a big part of it. Just being present, getting joy from the moment, and getting joy from the concept, getting joy from doing whatever you're doing, whether it's eating some food or doing some homework at home or something, just getting joy from that moment, and not being lost in fear and worry. So this is what this guitar was all about. So it's called the Dowina Pure, and the idea was to create something that looked really simple and natural, pure, organic and earthy. And it's supposed to symbolize the less is more, which is a thing in life I think we all need to try and sometimes appreciate, that sometimes something it doesn't need to be the most extravagant and the most frilly and inlays and lots of woodwork going on, marquetry. It's sometimes just the beauty of the quality and the simplicity really counts. And I wanted them to produce a guitar that had all of the quality, all the trademark elements of Dowina, and then this inlay, this script around here, they produced for me when I gave them the symbol. So there we've got the symbol, and then you'll see this little symbol here and this symbol here. Now what these are doing, this interpretation of this is the breath. So the idea was, this is a clock face, and this is the breath. So this symbolizes the now, the breathing. Breath is with you throughout your life, if you haven't noticed, and it's the one thing that will always be with you throughout your life. Whatever's going on, you'll always have that breath with you. And the more you'll hear people talking about the breath and the importance of breath, and being focused on the breath, and controlled breathing and all these different things. There's a huge amount of importance to do with the breath, even connecting the breath with the heartbeat. And you may know that when you breathe, if you breathe in, your heart rate will tend to come up, rise up, and in the breathing out, the heart rate tends to sort of start to slow down. So big in breath and then nice big outward breaths, they tend to help you calm. And lots of stuff you can talk about breath. Okay, so then as we go through life, we hit this little, sorry, I'll go on that way, sorry, I'm going back to front. So then we go through the fretboard, and then we get here. So now this is the symbol, this is kind of used as I think it's really kind of used as a symbol of mindfulness. It's the mirrored droplet. Now, the droplet I just see as a sort of a reminder that the action has an effect. So whatever this droplet is doing, the droplet goes into the water and it creates the ripples. And these ripples are the effect of your life. Whatever you're doing is having an effect on your surroundings. It's having an effect on other people. And so to be mindful of your actions and and also to remind yourself that your future self will be a result of the actions that you are putting out there now. So I don't want to bore you to death, but that's kind of stuff. That's like a really interesting, important symbol, I think. And then we come around to here, And this little squiggle here is, it's got a name which I forget, but that little squiggle is really about life's path and the journey of your life, and how basically you want to go from here to here, but it's not always a straight line. It's not going to be straight line. You might want it to be, or perceive that that might be what you're trying to achieve, but ultimately life will take you where it takes you. And there's an important comment I read, which was to live your life like everything that happens in your life, live it as if you designed it. Live it as if that is what you knew was supposed to happen. Because whatever happens to you is happening, there's a reason for it. And if you can accept every moment as a moment that was given to you for you to action, to work on, it's not, you will feel less worried and less like, oh, why did that happen? No, that's part of my life's course. This was meant to be happening, so let's just deal with it, let's move on. And then you come back round to your breath. And obviously if this is a life journey, then that's your final breath. So this is our life. So that was kind of it, you know, symbolically a simple, natural, earthy. And what do you do with the guitar? You connect with it. We want to be in the moment, connecting with the moment. And when you're playing a guitar, you're not thinking and worrying about the future, are you? You're not dwelling on the past. You're in the moment and you're getting pleasure. And that is why the musical instruments generally, and the guitar is such a fantastic symbol of mindfulness. So this is what I designed, this is what I created. If you go to I'll put a link below, and you can read about it. It's available with the cedar top, with the dolomite spruce top, and it's all solid woods, all handmade, and it's £800. Made in Slovakia, so by my good friends Dowina. So there you go. So I've developed a guitar which I hope will help other people, and it's not just designed for people who have anxiety issues. Obviously, it's and whilst I'd love to think that people do consider it a reminder of being present and mindful, and to enjoy every moment, especially when you're playing a guitar, it's just a beautiful guitar. It's just a beautiful guitar. I don't think there is a guitar in the world that could beat that guitar for £800. You know, a handmade, custom shop, European, made in Europe, by just the most beautiful people who have like hearts of gold, who just want to again bring pleasure to others through their work. And it's £800. It's just fantastic. Yeah, okay, that's it. You know, that's a video. I've done it. Couldn't have done that a month ago, probably. Okay, so also, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's just continues to, well, you know, it's just incredible. The support, the love we have, the lovely people I see who come into the shop, and the pleasure that I get from seeing their reactions to their day out, if you like. It's all just lovely, and thank you so much for letting it continue. Okay, so all right, cheers then, bye bye, see you soon.